Good afternoon. Welcome, please. Have a seat. Hi, how are you feeling? I understand. It's perfectly normal to be nervous under these circumstances. Yes, we are the Turn Back Time office. How did you hear about us, if I may ask? Okay. Yes, this is not something that we want to generally, very widely advertise. This is only for very specific and very difficult situations. Yes, this is only a preliminary consultation. So, you seem to be interested in turning back time, turning your life back to whatever point you seem fit. Yes? Are you really this sad or depressed or lost? Or do you really seem to have lost all hope for a better future for yourself under the current circumstances? It does seems to be the case. Okay. No judgment here. We do not do judgment. We only do help. But before the help, we want to make sure that you know exactly what you are subscribing for, and that you are very, very certain that you want to do this. Yes, it is irreversible. If you decide to get through this, you will not be here anymore. You will be into whatever moment from the past you wish to be. We can turn it back until about the moment that you are conceived. Yes, you do have to have a certain type of physical body if we are to do this. So we cannot turn back time before the moment of you being conceived in the physical realm. There must be a certain type of you in this present in order to be able to connect the two dots, the present time and that time in the past, your past in this specific time and place. Okay? Would you like to drink something? You seem to be a bit nervous, concerned, which is perfectly understandable, as I said. No? Okay. If you change your mind, please tell me. We do like, if you change your mind, generally speaking, turning back your life is not something that should be taken lightly, since it cannot be reversed, as I just said. How does this work? It's normal to be curious about the hows of the process. We obviously cannot disclose our ways, not 100%, but since time does not really exist and everything is present, whatever time seems to have passed and whatever events have happened, they are all together just one point. So, under specific circumstances and under specific ways, we can connect with that which does not exist in the present with that which does not exist in the past. It's complicated. It's a bit of a surgery in the time-space quantum field. So, we have two options for you. You can go back in time. Again, you choose when. And I'm gonna say, think about a moment in your current life. Which was the moment that you think changed so much your destiny? Where was the crossroads? Where was the turning point? Where, when, and where the moment that changed everything happened? You might have more than just one moment like this. Listen, you do not have to become anxious. This is just a consultation. We will not do anything today. Not one thing. You take the information, you think about it, and if you decide to go through this, you come back. If not, you go on with your life and make the best of it. So, there is the option of you going back to that point that you will choose, keeping all the information, all the experience, all the memories, everything that you have today, everything. You just go back from here to there, and when you will find yourself there, everything, including this conversation, will be in your memory, intact. Yes, it's interesting. Yes, of course, because in the other option, where you go back with a blank memory, I mean, you will go back to the point that you choose as you were in that time and space, exactly as you were. With that much experience, that much intelligence, that much emotional development, everything. No memory whatsoever or ever for the rest of the years, the rest of the life that has passed from then till now. There are pros and cons to both of those options. If you go back as a blank slate, I mean, what was the point, right? You will find yourself there Just wake up in the moment. The clock will be who knows what hour. The environment will be exactly as it was that day. Everything. And you will probably have to make, if not the same, there is a possibility that you will copy your destiny, your life, from that moment till now as it is today. I mean, nothing changes. You just relive this life and you go back to the same point. Yes, this point now when you seem to be so desperate and so lost. You will make exactly the same choices, exactly the same mistakes, everything the same. So again, what would be the point? Or maybe you will make some other mistakes, other choices, and we do not know the outcome. We cannot possibly know. So it seems only logical to go back and keep your memories, right? Your experience, the good and the bad, the joy and the pain, the memories of all the places, all the experiences, all the people, all the feelings, all the knowledge, everything. So let's assume we get you back into your 20s, maybe. Usually we are rather carefree as long as we are in school, because we usually have parents who take care of us more or less to the best of their abilities and capabilities. And we are rather careless until we finish, let's say, high school. Maybe get to a university, and about then we start around the 20s, before a bit after turning 20 years old. That's when we start to make really important choices, right? Like the university, the career, the partner. So let's say we get you back to your 20s. And you will wake up in your 20s with all this knowledge that you have today, which is good, because you will obviously not make the same mistakes, the same bad choices. But you will also remember everything and everyone. Yes, if there are people in this now of yours that you care about, there will be no trace of them. They will be gone. You will only have the memory of them. I mean, creation, life, humanity, all of those together, they are like a tapestry, okay? Whatever you do, influences the environment, the humanity as a whole, as an entity, everyone, everything. Even if you choose to stay inside, closed in your bedroom for days, not doing anything really, the lack of you in the outside still influences events. If you go out, whatever you do, if you buy a coffee, if you take the subway, every move of yours, either move or non-move, has ripples throughout the whole universe. You never thought you are this important, no? Yes, it does sound like a big responsibility. I am sure you do not want any more responsibilities, right? Any more feelings of shame, blame, nothing like that. You do not have to be, you are not carrying any weight of the world. I did not want to say that you are responsible for everything, just that you influence everything. So, if we turn your life back, everything you have ever influenced and everyone will be gone. Think about it like a river, maybe something that spreads into little waters, thin little waters, rivers. Everything goes back and disappears. We cannot possibly know how this will change the life of others. We have not studied this long enough. We do not have information. We don't know how your absence will change other destinies, other people's, other lives. Yes, you will most certainly miss this person. Well, they will not be in your reality. You will only have the memories of them. It will be like a breakup, or to be more accurate, it will be like a death of a loved one. Because you will be in your 20s, remembering your whole experience, all the feelings and everything regarding this person that you have just mentioned. But they won't be present. So it's actually like the death of a loved one. I suppose, yes, you can search for them in your reality back in your 20s. You can search for this person if you know whereabout they were in that time, in that moment. But there is no guarantee that you will have with this person the same interaction that you had in this life. It's like a sweater that you have knitted. We can undo it, but if we want to knit it once again, it will not be quite the same. And you will remember everything that was and everyone that was. But you might not have the same interaction. In negative cases, yes, this is a good point. You would avoid all that pain, all that suffering, all those bad moments, all those toxic people, if you have those. Yeah, there is a lot to think about, right? Obviously, there is also the option that you do not do anything. I mean, you stay in the present as it is. You are grateful for the knowledge that you have acquired, for the experience that you have acquired. You learn to live with both the beauty and the horrors of this life, of this place called Earth and humanity and human life. Yes, human life is, you remember the sign, the yin and yang Chinese symbol? Yes, it's the blueprint of the human life. You cannot go through a human life and have only bliss. It's just not the game that we play here. You can only become stronger, more resilient to be able to face whatever comes your way. I mean, you have gone so far already, and although it seems to be a stuck moment, a sad moment, a hopeless moment, maybe it is not. Maybe it is. It's not my call to decide. This is your life. I am glad that at least you are not sad anymore. Now you are a bit thoughtful, considering. I suggest that you take all these informations and don't stress about it. We will be here. We do not go anywhere. This option is always available. And think about it. I can return to my childhood, to my teenage years, to my 20s, to before I made that particular move, that particular choice. I can even get you back 2 weeks ago, 1 month ago, before your last breakup ago, before any time you want, as long as you had even the slightest of a physical body, which means your mom and dad did what they did, and you are an embryo as little as possible. It still counts as a physical body, so you can go back even there. Yes, that would be delightful. Imagine being an embryo carrying the knowledge and experience of your life until now. A conscious embryo is quite an interesting thought. Very well. I think you have enough information. Remember, you can always stay here and enjoy to the best of your abilities. And maybe it's not such a bad life after all. Okay? Well, take care. If need be, I'll see you. If not, have a good life.